Are going to see us more often. Alright? So the restaurant owners, you guys are going to see us more often. I have one single message to deliver. Make sure we don't have a repeat of what took place a couple months ago. I want to emphasize that and to also give credit to the vendors. Because when we met with them, and I have a special interest because I am the member of parliament for the area, and 99% of the vendors come from Westminster. So outside of being the minister, I have a particular interest in their welfare. And we have met with them, and I want to publicly commend the mayor. I want to give him a big hand because I hear persons I know talking about what has taken place is criticizing and say we wait until something happens before we put in the measures. That is not true. We started to improve this area many years ago. And I heard the just Ed spoke about when President Obama came here. What they did when President Obama came here was not to improve the facility, but to destroy the stores and run away the vendors. And we opposed it vigorously. While we welcome criticism, and it is only natural, the vendors have a personal responsibility to give to the public. They must demonstrate that this second chance is an opportunity for them to make it work. The mayor and the KSMAC must be commended. And for the vendors, I want to give them the assurance that they will have my support once they are doing the right things all the time, not just some of the time, every time, because it is important. And public confidence will only grow when the public believes that the vendors are serious to maintain what have been started here at Crop Circle. And to all those persons who have come on board and have made this possible, I want to say a big thank you and looking forward to more positive vibes from Crop Circle. Thank you.
Jamaicans are Christian at heart. They believe that when you fall and you drop, you get up and you rise and you push on. That's
nephew, family, friends from the Crop Circle, other distinguished guests, a pleasant evening. Early October, an unfortunate occurrence took place, which would have suggested that there is room for more improvement. The minister and his team, namely the Kingston and St. Andrew Health Department and the National Training Program Division Leap Center, would have concluded that training and competency is needed. Hence, October 17, 2023 would have marked the start of our training, which would have concluded on October the 21st, 2023. This would have meant we met the world health standard. Thanks to the minister and his team, as listed earlier, the journey was a few days of knowledge, which will better equip us to serve the world more professionally. So from the team of Crop Circle, we are sincerely grateful, and to the wider public, we have made it. We are ready to move forward professionally with our service. Thank you.
It is not true to say we have no running water in the first upgrade. However, as part of this upgrade, we have listened to you, we have been watching the conversation, and we are responding. We have added wash basins for each vendor. For each vendor. That is in addition to the general running water space. So we are still maintaining the general area for running water, washing pots and all of that. But we have added a wash in sink basin area for each vendor. So that's an addition now. We have also added the restroom. And the restroom will now be maintained by the vendors. They are partnering with the KCMC. So the vendors will maintain the restroom on a daily basis. Of course, monitored by us. They are going to assign vendors per day, and the vendors assigned will be responsible for the general cleanliness of the restroom on a daily basis.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So you've heard everyone giving their speeches yesterday. That was D-Day, November 23rd at Crab Circle. And as you heard, Alice was never invited to return to Crab Circle. She was never invited to the training. I think the authorities made that decision that she will not be a seller at Crab Circle anymore, right? And that's because of what took place there approximately 2 months ago. Andy Bapto, he is a public health inspector, and he's also putting the restaurants on notice. So if you're a restaurant owner and you know that you don't have the proper facilities in place for your employees and the customers alike to use, this is a time that you're going to get your act together. You have to have your aprons, your hairnet, and in some instances it's good to have gloves as well, and also masks. I think mask is so important too, especially when you're handling food, because people tend to speak over food, right? So I don't think that is a bad idea. For every lady you see, maybe they have like 10 people to support. So we're glad that they're back, and this is what they've been doing for 30-40 years, and this is how they feed themselves and pay their bills. A lot of people, they earn their living in different forms. So they have a brand new washroom facility at the venue. Sure, they must have taken into consideration security for that washroom facility. I believe that once Crab Circle is closed, they should have lock and keys very secure on that bathroom facility, because it could be vandalized or it could be misused, right? And just as a side note, I believe also that the vendor, you're going to go into those washroom facility, it's a good idea to remove your hairnet and to remove your apron and anything else like gloves and whatever. They've been through training, and I'm not sure if they've put up posters in the washroom facility just to reinforce the importance of washing your hands, right? And these posters should be sent all over to various restaurants all across the country, and that should be coming from the public health department. It's good to show people step by step the process of washing your hands, because a lot of people are still washing their hands without soap and not long enough, even if they put soap. So there's a process, right? You can't touch the tap after you have touched it when you've come out of the washroom stall, right? You use your elbow or the back of your hand or something like that to turn on the tap, or use a piece of paper, because you're going to be reinfecting yourself when you will finish washing your hands, right? So yeah, so I would suggest that they have the locks on, and of course have posters in the washroom reinforcing it as well. And also they should have a sign outside of the washroom that and camera, if anyone is caught vandalizing the washroom facility, this is what will be done. You know, you will be, charged for vandalism. Should be outlined on some type of signage outside of the washroom facility, just making sure that people understand that if they vandalize the facility, what the consequences will be. Ladies, right? Right. So the ladies, I'm so glad that the ladies said that they've formed an association, so they know how to handle any type of disagreements or bickerings. They won't be going back to how they used to handle things before. So they have gone to a new road, bringing things to the association, right? And they'll be discussing it and solving it that way, in a professional way. This time they know that they have to pull together. If there are disagreements, they're going to solve it in a professional way. We see them wearing aprons and earnets, so that has stepped up. And also you must wear garments with sleeve when you're handling food, right? So that's a big plus right there. Even if it's a short sleeve, you should be wearing your garments with sleeves, right? And your aprons must be clean. Like every day you have to make sure that you come out in a clean apron. What Claudette Babsy Reed mentioned too, that it is a brand. Each person out there is representing the brand of Crab Circle. Each person's action will affect the entire group, so they have to be very careful, right? And the eyes are on them now, so they have to be very, very cautious, right? Yes, so you are correct. It is a brand. And she said, of course, she had nothing to do with what transpired about 2 months ago, but everybody suffered, right? Because they lost 2 months of income, right? So, and not only that, a lot of people all over Jamaica, they were crying that they're not selling as much as they used to, food-wise, right? So your actions does have a ripple effect. So you have to be making sure that, you're doing the right thing. And even if someone comes there and start to jeer or mock or whatever, you have to remain professional, right? Because everybody is there, and a lot of people do record things at Crab Circle. I just want to quickly mention to Nadine that you should take this moment to write a book. We'd like to hear about your life. You've been there for like 40 years, coming there since you're a kid. So tell us about your life, what you learned from your mom and your day-to-day activities growing up with a mother who sells at Crab Circle, right? And the things that you have to go through as an individual, your triumphs and challenges as well. Write a book about your life. People would love to hear it, right? Now that you have a name, everybody knows Nadine, I think it's the right time. Also, you could do a YouTube channel or TikTok. It would be a good idea if you have the time. A third thing that you can do is get your own cleaning product going. I think you should put your face on a cleaning product. That would be a good idea as well, to make sure that you have other streams of income. So that's my suggestion. We have come to the close of this video. Thank you so much for joining me on this video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Take care of yourself and others. Bye for now. See you on the next video.